Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. I just flipped those. You see why I did that? You know what I just did? I transferred my augments from one hand to another hand because I have 5 augments on this hand and 5 augments on this hand. I want to swap them between my hands because I have augments on my hands, and this makes absolutely no sense. But you know what does make sense? The fact that they just release that we're going to get augment transfers. Now, dude, I wanted to make a whole video specifically on this. Like, sure, you're probably like, Spike, dude, it was just like one little part. But that one little part probably made you get out your seat and be like, holy smokes, bruv. Holy freaking smokes, bruv. Because that's what it made me do. That's what it made me do, okay? And these augment transfers is going to be huge. Now, they said here that they wanted to put it with the 11 star being released. However, due to time constraints and so and so and so and so, that's not going to happen. Now, you might be wondering first and foremost, okay, so then does that mean it's going to be a long time? In the past, when I've seen when they've done things like these, where we've seen things be brought up like this, and then like so and so, so they usually turn around pretty quick. So it would not surprise me if we see this next month in May. Would not surprise me one bit if it comes that quickly, especially if they were saying that they wanted to have it released with the 11 stars that we're getting in April. So that would not surprise me at all. Now, how is this really going to impact the game? Well, first and foremost, a lot of the game is hunting augments, so it's going to have adverse effects. However, I think that with the way that the game has gone now, I do think that. So they do say here, as you hear her say, always make sure that you are listening to the wording, to the context, to what is stated. Okay, that is how you should approach life. Read the documents. Anyways, read the fine print. But as you can see here,
we plan to release a feature to transfer all affixed augments from one piece of equipment to another in a future update.
She does say that, by the way, she's looking great today. She did a great job. Go ahead, girl. Do that shit. I'm saying, call me afterwards, girl. Anyways, she does say that, they're looking for a way to transfer all affixed augments to one piece to the other. So this is not saying one augment will be transferred. This is saying all affixed augments will be transferred to the other. Now, of course, this could be changed in the future. This subject to change. Not like this is finalized or released. But just going off of what was said here, this would make more sense as well anyway, for them to just do it like that, where all affixed augments are transferred over. It doesn't give you an option to only transfer one over, which I think would be neat. I guess it could work either way, honestly. Either way, having the option to transfer augments is pretty huge. Do I think it was necessary? Not really. But I do know that a lot of people have talked about this before and have been, very they've been upset about the amount of time they spend getting their augments, and then, and then the new gear coming out, and they have to get them again. So I understand where you're coming from for sure, especially considering like a Glen Gigas Master, right? Like, ain't no way in hell I'm getting 10 of those. I'm only going to affix those as much as I can get in Aug Protect, and I'm only going to use 1 or 2 each time. So it's like, realistically speaking, like that obviously doesn't make sense. And so for people who don't have access to Aug Protects, I don't know how the hell you're even doing that. I played the game without access to Aug Protects for 2 years. So, but like now, as the game has progressed, I really don't know how that's even like. It's not even an option really. Like there's no way you're buying 10 Glen Gigas Monsters when they're 6 mil a pop. Like that's not. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand the reasoning behind this, and I do understand it being such a huge win, very beneficial to the game, and I'm completely okay with it. Of course, depending on how it's implemented and whatnot. I don't think that it should be too heavily locked behind anything to get it. Of course, I can't say for sure because you don't want to take away the whole point of getting the augments. And you don't want to take away the whole point of of the grind to gear. So you do have to be careful with how you implement this so that you don't do that, right? That being said, I mean, you're always going to be getting new augments, and the augments are going to be improving. So, in that case, you're going to add new augments anyway. So, but it is, I guess, interesting on how they're going to implement it. So I'm not too sure about that. We will be getting this, of course, in the future. Probably, like I said, like it would not surprise me if we see it in May. This is really big, especially for things like, dude, like the XC, the XC Def parfaits that I have to. I'm honestly very surprised that we did not get a new XC type augment this month. We got the fix to scratch again. I'm actually very surprised. Am I like when I say surprised, I don't mean like I'm like upset or anything like that. I'm just surprised. It's not really a huge deal. Even if they were to move away from that, it wouldn't be a huge deal. It's like we're still getting these really strong elements, we're getting Glenn Gigs, Massey, so and so and so and so. So it's not, it's not a big deal. I was just surprised by it. That's all. So, but like, for things like that, this is definitely huge for things like that. I would love to, be able to transfer my stuff over like that. I think that's a really cool future. And quite frankly, I don't really care if there's loopholes that you have to go through to do that, as long as it's not spending AC. I don't care if it's in-game loopholes or you need a certain amount of a certain item to do it, because at the end of the day, having that as an option, period, is absolutely massive. And now you might be like, well, Spike, well, what if they make it so ridiculously hard to do it that, so and so you have to spend so much time doing it? Look, would you rather not have it at all? Or would you rather have it and you have to put a little bit of work into something? Imagine having to put some work into something. Imagine having to put some work. Imagine having to put some work into something. Yes, I'm looking at you. The person who's looking at this is like, oh, I just want to sit here and eat these potato chips and not do anything. Just give me all these items for free. Anyways, so, at the end of the day, and the fact that we're even getting it is huge. So I'm completely okay with if they do, and there's no guarantee that they will. It might just be simple, boom, boom, some arms refiners and some bang, like and boom. It might be, but like I'm saying that if they do decide to make it a little bit more, like you have to get some stuff for it, that's okay, because having that option, period, is such a massive, almost unnecessary win for everybody. So be grateful with the fact that we are even getting this. Period. Regardless of how it is implemented, be grateful. Don't act like a spoiled little. If this comes out and it takes you might have to grind for some items. You have to maybe the items only appear in the shop and you can only get like a certain amount every week. So takes 2 weeks till you can do, or like whatever. It does not matter. The fact that you are even getting it as an option should be enough to stress. And I say that from the bottom of my heart because some of y'all are way too damn spoiled. So, anyways, let me know what y'all think about the augment transfer system that we're going to be getting. Like I said, this was a small part of the headline, but this was worth a whole video because it was that massive. So, just wanted to touch on it, address it with y'all, and let me know down in the comments below what y'all think about it. How it's going to impact you. Of course, how much all the Maceta is going to save you, and how it's just really going to how you're viewing the whole announcement of it. So be sure to like, subscribe. Much love. Stay golden. Holla. Spike to content.